Bishop Drayster Clark, aka Andre Clark. All right. Excuse me, I'm trying to cook myself something for dinner. Just in the event that the wifey has to stay over longer at work, so I'm trying to prepare myself just in case. Um, today, so today is what, Thursday, I think. So sometimes she'll work a little longer. So I'm right in the middle cooking myself. I ain't no cooker. Believe me, I am not a cooker like that. But I know how to do a few things, very few, but my favorites basically. Y'all probably say I'm not really cooking, but I love my little air fryer. So put me some chickens in there. Some I love them little baby chickens. I call them baby chickens. The little chicks. Making me some little chicks. Party chicks. Making myself some party chicks. I love my little air fryer. I have my own little bit of ingredients that my wife does well with it too, so but I don't know what it is. Something about the way I season it, um man, just makes me want to go right back to it. The seasoning that she bought from out of, I think it's Louisiana. I think I would be quoting the location, but somewhere out that far that they send the season to us, that we get over from one of the friends, but Jamaica. I call it the Jamaican seasoning, but man, oh my God, it make you want to slap your mama. Well, I don't want to slap my mama, but make you want to slap your mama, so to speak, because that I hear it ringing right now, letting me know it's time to turn the chicks over. Turn the chicks over, bruh. Shoot, I just put the chicks on the timer and let them do what they do. It's less grease. I don't get me wrong. I like fried chickens and stuff like that. But the doc was saying, hey, I need to lay low on the grease. Eating grease, a lot of grease, having greasy food. And somebody kind of mentioned, we need to take care of ourselves as much as we can. Try not to eat too much greasy food. So I heard it beeping in there. I gave it 3 minutes. Well, I got 3 minutes left. Give me a moment, y'all. I'll be right back. Matter of fact, before I even go, let me see. I'm gonna let y'all know what I'm gonna work with. Um, Let me see. Let me pull up what I'm working with to get my plan back up to Snuffy Duffy. um, this. Let me see. Was that the wifey or my neighbor? I am outside. Talk to you later. Wait a minute. I am. That's my neighbor. Hold on. What do you say? I'm outside. Talk to you later. I'm outside. Talk to you later. What does that mean? um. Okay. Let me see. I might have to do two things at once, but let me pop this. Let me pop this tune on that I'm gonna be working with. All right. This is kind of what helps me get myself back into the game of practicing. Not so much practicing, more or less I should say. Pick up ideas, or maybe not even. I guess say it that way, y'all. Pick up ideas. This kind of have my plan in my ears still work, I guess. Where is the mouse? I guess I won't. You need the mouse. Let me try it this way. Let me see. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what I'm going to be working with. I guess I open it this way. This is another laptop that I use. I got it. I think it's called Aris. But you can only use what is called certain apps. Sometimes the app sucks. At times it be in its own world. So let me see here. Is this one? Nope, not that one. Oh boy, let me see. Which device is this? Saying, I think it's this one here. Let's see. So let me open up this device, and then I'll pick the item that I'm gonna work with, and pick which one of these folders will be helpful if I have glasses, and let y'all listen to what I'm gonna be listening to and what I'm going to be working on picking up. I did a little something. I don't know what it be yesterday. No, it couldn't be yesterday because I didn't do anything yesterday. I needed a head break. Sometimes I like to get a head break, a mind break. So let me see this project here. It's a song called "Old New Blood." It was done by Elder Devin Watkins. He's pastor now. So this was a tune that I was working with and listening to, and being that he does it differently every time around, not playing exactly the same chords, but nearby the same chords, but not exactly because he changes up. This makes my plan grow. I guess I'm gonna say it that way. Probably a better way of putting it. So let me turn it on. He goes to E flat, starts out at E flat, and then he goes to the key of E, and he plays that song differently, near the same but differently. And then he goes to the key of F, and then he plays it different, slightly the same as the keys before. Y'all hear it. Maybe some of y'all who don't, who are new at this, you probably won't realize it though. But those who are professional musicians who can play by ear or hear this, you will hear that when he plays this song, he doesn't exactly play every single chord movement the exact same. What I mean, like, if you understand the scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, you have E flat. Alright, so if you understand the scale, you're gonna know that, okay, on the 1, he might play another round of the 1 but differently. The 2, a different chord on the 2, and a different chord on the 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and so forth. And then when he goes up to the key of E, he's gonna play it one way around, and then he's gonna change up a little bit on the chord movement. And then when he goes to the key of F, he completely changes some of the voicings of chords, but not exactly play all of them at the same way. But certain chords he will play the same way in transposing them to from E flat to E to F, and then the last key F sharp, and then you will hear how he's arranging it differently. Use the words they're using and singing in the songs. That's what got me tripped out, because I'm like, oh wow, man, okay. He's transposing the chords every single time differently on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I think that's about all I can say with this. So he's gonna do it in E flat, go to E to F sharp, or G flat if y'all want to call it that. And then meanwhile, let me go see what my neighbor is saying. I thought he said I'm outside. Talk to you later. You forgot the U part, so I'm trying to figure out. But I got my monitor up, and I'm like, how you outside? And I don't see you outside. All right. Anyway, maybe my monitor is lagging for a second, and or is it slight delay? So let me see. Let me get this up so y'all can hear that. This song. This is the song I'm gonna work on. And I told you all of the chord changes. Majority of the chord changes are in my play by sight book. I be announcing it quite often. And I can't wait to get done with my third book, because my third book is gonna have some more of the rest of what I've been trying to push out. My master book of these dope chords that every musician is using, whether it's on the organ or on the keyboard. Someone asked to send me a message and said, man, where do I start when I purchase your book? Start from the beginning if you're a beginner, particularly, but if you're an advanced level musician already, my very first book, go on ahead, and started at chapter number 9, and you're going to see these chords in chapter 9 moving forward to chapter 17 and 18. And then for the new book that just came out, then it's pretty much for beginner musicians. Yes, go ahead and start with chapter 1 moving forward. But if you already advanced playing, when I use the word advanced, intermediate level or advanced level, then yes, go on ahead and slide over to chapter 2, moving forward to chapter 25. You're going to see all these dope chords in there that I placed that the advanced level musicians are using in their playing. The rest of the chords that I'm going to drop in my next book, my 3rd edition, from my master book, I'm already building those chords already. For those who've been following me for a minute, that you'll see that I'm dropping the next set of dope chords over there. We use the word dope, off the hook, nice chords, pretty chords, gorgeous chords, whatever y'all want to say, advanced level chords, whatever y'all want to give it. Now let me find a master to this song right quick. Hold on, y'all. I need to find a master. And this is where I say this is on be the one that's gonna advance my level of playing. Okay, so this must be one. Where's my main master to the song? Okay, I think this is the master. I think. Let me click onto it. I think this is the master. Okay, so I got the master. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. So it's about 5 minutes and 55 seconds. I'm gonna go do my food thing and turn my food back on because I only did it for 18 minutes. So let me flip it over and add maybe like 12 minutes for my food to finish cooking. And then my neighbor said he was outside, but I'm not sure what we meant, that he's outside to talk to me or he's outside somewhere else doing something. I don't know what he's doing anyway. So this is gonna give me about 5 minutes of y'all listening to this song, and I should be right back, hopefully before the end of this song. But check it out though, because the chord changes in here is just phenomenal. Yeah. So this will put my plan on the map. I would say, when I say this as a beginner level musician or intermediate level musician or advanced, if y'all want to call it that, I don't know what y'all want to call it, but this will put my plan on the map if I can identify voices of chords that are being applied in this song. And some people may say this is easy peasy deasy whatever, but if you are not if your ears are not tuned to the chords and the chord movements or changes, you're not advanced. But for those who are advanced, they will know what's going on. For us who don't know what's going on, I'm going to break this down step by step as I learn it, and finish this tune once and for, as I say, once and for all. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit this real quick. Let me do my food quick. Let me see what my neighbor's saying. Also, while I'm at this, my website is up live now, working properly. You can go over to my website before I forget. Bishop Drayster Clark, hotchords.info. Bishop Drayster Clark. So those who wanting to know where can you pick up the books from, I have 2 books out at Bishop Drayster Clark. Alright, that's where it's at. Let me go. mouse somewhere. So my mouse must be right here somewhere, close by. So where is it at? Must be tapping at the mouse. There it is. All right. I was like, where's the mouse at? Sound dope, you want to sound like the pros, or you want to sound nice, it can be done chord wise. My idea is not so much of trying to play the song per se, but more or less see can I grab chords. Chords. What are the chords I'm hearing? Now, I often used to say this to people, like, man, I'm not trying to play like you, sound like you, or whatever. All I just want is show me the chords. Yeah, y'all seen that video? Show me them chords, bruh. Yeah, y'all seen that video? Show me them chords, bruh. And then I'll do whatever I need to do with the chords. So, it's kind of like, I don't want to sound like you. I don't mind playing what you're doing. I don't mind taking what you did and flip it or twist it or turn it a little bit or whatever. Y'all might call it flipping or twisting it, turn it, tweak it, dress it up, make it sound different slightly. I do recognize the fact that some of us will end up sounding or playing similar to someone. It is what it's going to be because of the fact that learning chords and then how to generate how you want to set up your draw bars and stuff like that. You might end up having a style or sound similar to somebody, but you can never be whoever. I can never be Elder Walkers or any other musician out there, David Jackson or Mike Burrell or Jason White or any of those guys like that, because they are who they are. I can only be me, and that's it. To be able to have the abilities to do what these guys are doing, all right, or girls or whatnot, young ladies, I have to practice what I hear. They say practice what you preach. So if I practice what I preach or what I hear or what I can interpretate, what I think that I might be able to hear, it's all about chords. I say this a whole bunch of times in my videos. It's about chords, knowing chords. If you do not have enough chords underneath your belt, you can't play these chords that you hear other musicians doing because you don't know what they are. I do have some ideas of some chords that are relevant that other musicians are doing because of me now sitting here making a comeback on my plans, so to speak, since I've been sick. And it's not because of copycatting. It's because I've taken the time to play or practice, and most of it was accidental. And believe me, accidental. Oops, I didn't know I could do this. It's accident. Oops, I don't even know what I'm playing. Okay, yes I do now. I know I'm playing an A minor chord because I practiced my C major, my minor chord, my augmented chord, my diminished 7 chord. I have some knowledge underneath my belt right now, right? Dominant chord, if y'all want to call it, C7 chord. Major 7 voicing, sus2, sus4, 7 sus4 chord, and tritone. I have, if that's all I know, that's all I'm going to play. Just say it that way, right? If that's all I know, I'm going to play these chords. And now it's no longer an accident because now I have some knowledge underneath my fingertips. So I do this. What if I do this? And what if I do this, even if I don't know what the name of the chord is? And what if I go to an F sharp bass line and do that? Or C? Or maybe E? Or maybe B flat? I'm just saying, what if I did that? Okay, maybe that don't sound too fantastic. What if I could just go to a G? Okay. Alright, what if I go to D flat? Oh, okay, now I'm getting somewhere. What if I try it over A flat? A flat? Oops! So yes, that rolls back to what I said earlier, that no one's teaching me this. I had to understand language for people. Hey man, you better learn how to play tritones. What is a tritone? Then I figured out. Oh. Oh, that's what the tritone is. It's the six semitones back, or six semitones up. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the note I'm at. That's how I understood it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Oh, and it's just me doing inversion. Oh, B tritone, and F tritone. Oh, B tritone, F tritone. Oh, I'm just doing inversion. Alright, I had to get an understanding, alright. But it was a oops, let me try it and see what happens. Remember that chord, that E flat chord? Now I'm going to do inversion. Inversion. Let me do the inversion of the tritone. Ooh, over E flat, second inversion. Root position, first inversion. Now I realize, can I spread the hand and try to see if I can make. See? I have to put in the works behind the madness. If not, then I'll be that same musician keeps saying the same old story. Man, I don't know how to play, man. I'm not even on that level of professionalism, if I should say. What time is it? 4 o'clock. Let me see. Hold on. I'm available. I have a meeting I'm trying to go deal with. I'm available around 5 o'clock. If 5 p. Let's see, 5 p. If this is good for you, sir. I think I heard my food ready. I think. If let me see if this is good. It'd be probably good if I put my glasses on. If this is good. If this is can't see if this is good. All right. Let me see. So, yeah. Now my honey just pulled up. I know she gonna be wanting something. Let me see. She just pulled up in front. Let me see. Did she call me? Trying to see if she's trying to call. My wife just pulled up, so this video probably gonna be short. But you guys heard the song. So just to get started with it, on the 5, it goes to E flat. 13th sus chord, B flat. B flat 13, flat 9. It also can go another direction too. We can have the B flat 7 with the flat 9. So depends on if I'm adding the 6 in the voicing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there it is. It's the B flat 13. 9. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. Am I putting a 9 there? No, actually, I'm not putting a 9 there. So it's B flat 13. So if I said 7, then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see. How am I doing that? Am I doing that with the left hand? Yes, I am doing that with it. So we can have the B flat 7, 13. So it's B flat 7, 13. Because I have the 7. 7, 13. Alright. So yeah, that's the first chord. But what he's doing is taking the E flat major voicing and doing his 5, 1, 3, and then you drop down to a G major chord. And we're using the tritone as I said earlier. Alright, so that was the very first chord. Okay. And then they go older. Now listen, y'all. This song was a remix. I'm gonna call it a remix or rearrange, so to speak. If you go over to Joe Pace, I believe this is Joe Pace. I want to say Joe Pace song, but not done in the original way that the song is supposed to go. Type up Joe Pace. All right. And the song is called "Oh the Blood." You will find it on YouTube. I can't play the song back out loudly in the way that the song is supposed to start up. It actually is in D flat. It starts in D, and then it transposes up to D to E flat. The way Elder Watkins is approaching it, he's approaching it from the key of E flat, and he's definitely not playing the song in the actual way that the song is going. We as musicians break rules, and we do it our way or the hot way. Now, I'm going to say this, and this is respectfully speaking, that sometimes my wife asks me these questions. Sometimes she's like, I hear a lot of well-known musicians that play very well and very great, and they're awesome. But I'm curious to know, why are they not playing the song the way the song is supposed to be played according to the album, according to the way the artist has done the song. And I'll give two answers usually, and my answers usually one, that's just because we might have the greatest musicians, they might do what they do, and I'm not calling names out because I might be that one that's in that group, but anyway, and then again, I might not even be that one in that group, but I'm just saying that it's either one or two reasons why you don't hear musicians playing the song the way the album was originated by the way the artist did the song, is because of one or two reasons. And the one reason is that the musician simply can't do it. They cannot play by ear for what they hear in the song. Okay, I'm gonna give a third excuse. Alright, I'm gonna put that one on the end. That's the first thought that came to mind. They cannot play the song to the exact like the song is supposed to be played. Not every musician has that so-called I got perfect pitch and perfect ear, whatever y'all want to call it, to play the song to the exact way it's supposed to be done. If you go listen to Joe Pace's song, you're going to see how it really actually supposed to go. And it starts in D flat. But like I said, not every musician has that ability to do it. And I'm being straight up honest, they don't. Because if they did, they would play the artist's song to the exact how it is supposed to go. Then venture out and do it their way afterwards. Alright, so the answer to that, I said that they can't do it. They just don't have the actual 100% ability to do it. I don't care who they are, and I'm not going to call names out like that. I'm not going to bust nobody out because that's not my style. But I'm just answering her question because she's like, I hear these songs on CDs, but the musicians are not playing the exact. And we could call out a bunch of names, me and her, because the husband and wife, to say that I don't get it, I don't understand, but they're not playing these songs the way that the artist did the song. And I said that there are very few. When I use the word few in numbers, that have that actual ability to play the song to the exact how they hear it on the recording. Verbatim. There's only very few musicians that I know I've seen have sent my requests to break down certain songs that I was not able to do or understood how to do it. So my answer to that is either they cannot do it. I don't care who they are. I'm not gonna say any names and bust people out because that's not my thing. Okay, I'm gonna park it there for a second. I said, now here's my thing: is either that or they're lazy and they don't want to put in the time in to do the song the original way that the song is supposed to go. So now I'm gonna let that park there for a minute. So some of us musicians can see what I'm saying. That not every musician, that's just because we may say certain musicians are renowned musicians and they've been playing all over the place, every church, all these places. But I promise you, not every musician can do it. They cannot interpretate exactly what they hear to do what it is that's on that track. But I know very few people that can actually really do it. Then the few people that I've sent my songs to or songs that I wanted to learn how to do or learn how to play it, they literally play this tune to the exact chord for chord, note for note, chord progression for chord. And I'm like, man, how come? So the answer to that question to my wife when she asked me that, and I gave her my two answers. One, they can't do it. I don't care who you are, they just cannot play the song verbatim, chord for chord, note for note, exactly how it's supposed to go. So what ends up happening is they're here, the structure of the song, and I do it too. I'm guilty of it myself. Promise y'all, I am guilty of it myself. I'll hear a song, and my wife be like, "Why you ain't playing that song like the way the CDs or the way the whoever's produced the music, the way they doing it on the keyboard or the organ?" And man, I'd say, and I'll be straight up, sorry, babe, I can't do it. I just don't have that ability to do it. Or number two, I'm lazy and I don't want to spend the time trying to figure out how they actually did the tune. Two reasons. I can't do it because I don't have the ability to it, or I may have the ability to do it, but I'm lazy and I don't want to do it. So what I'll invert to is do it my way or the highway. And whether you like it or not, this is the way I'm gonna play this song, and I don't care what nobody else got to say because I'm gonna dress this song up in my own way, in the way I want to play it. All right. So now that I put that out there, not everybody can tune in to do it. Now, I said this to say, and I'm not bashing nobody because I said I'm guilty of it myself. Because my wife be giving me stuff, and you're like, bro, that ain't the way the song goes. Y'all ever been in rehearsals? Y'all go to rehearsals and you go to play the song, and it's that choir director, yeah, that one choir director, or you might have a few members in the choir rehearsal. That song, what you playing don't sound the same as the way what we hear on the album. Why you that voice in the chorus is just not matching what we singing? If I know I ain't the only one who experiences this. That's not the way the song go. You playing that song wrong. What's wrong with this? This don't sound right. So yes, that's the choice I choose to decide on whether I'm going to spend the opportunity or the time digressing the song from chord to chord, note to note, the proper way the song is supposed to be done. So I had this thing, whether I had the time And it's usually 9 out of 10. I don't got time to be sitting here trying to be digressing the song from note to note, chord to chord. Hey, babe. I think she got something. Oh, she must have opened up the side door. We don't have the dog anymore. I think our mind's thinking to go out to the side door to look. But anyway, so anyway, just so y'all know, it's either one or two or three reasons why that's happening. Is that, you know, it could be your favorite musician and you're like, man, they not playing that. They not playing that Judy McAllister song. Hallelujah, you worthy to be praised properly. The right way. Dang. Chicks, don't say anything loud because I'm on social.
You what?
I'm on social. Mm. Um.
Hey, some hoes?
My wife, she fun. I ain't made no hoes. Chickens, little baby chicks.
Yeah, you made some hoes.
Nuh-uh. No. My wife, she be having, we have, you know, husband wife joke stuff. No offense to anybody out there, but she be having me cracking up. So, yes, it's either you're gonna play it correctly,
Man, you should have opened up the house, though.
or you going to. I did, but it was cold. Um, so either you're going to actually play the tune exactly to what you hear, or you're going to improvise. We would probably use that word improvise on doing the song in your own way. And it's because we all don't have the same abilities to play what we actually really hear. And that's not a bad thing per se because some people might feel that way. It's terrible that, oh man, these musicians out here, they're not playing my tune properly. But then you get pissed off, mad, upset when we are doing it properly, and then you want to do a copyright, or you want to be just tripped out. It's just dumb to me. It's like I don't know. My way I look at it, explaining it, and it's like y'all want us to purchase your song so we can listen to it in our cars or in our houses or on our jobs or wherever or jogging or however we do things, and then y'all want us to sing y'all songs in our church, and where y'all want us to support you guys. But it's just like you can't go and play their tune on the radio, on social media. And it's like, okay, you getting a copyright because I don't get it. It's just I don't understand. It's just like what? So now you may have a musician that maybe can actually play the song exactly what they hear because they may have that ability, and or they may have time and the ability to do it. I might have a slight ability to be able to pick up what I hear, but not everything. Now I'm just being honest. I might have that slight chance to be able to pick it up and play exactly what I hear. I might, but not on everything, right? So now the people are fearing, oh my God, if I play this song or play these chords the way I hear it, then now people are pissed off, they're upset, they're mad, and it's like what? Like I don't get it. Then we bashing each other about, oh man, you better play my song right. You ain't playing my chord. You ain't playing center. You ain't playing my tune right. You ain't playing my tune right. You messing up the whole. You're not. Come on, man, y'all stop. This is ridiculous. To me, I consider it's ridiculous. So it's like, what? Why y'all mad if I okay? You're mad because I ain't playing the song right, but then you're mad when I do it right. Which one y'all want? Be yourself, do yourself, be original. Okay, what do y'all mean by that? Because sometimes I'm confused about what people be saying. Like, how do you be original? But if someone is being original, like I use for example, I'm being original. If I can pick up what I hear, I'm being me. I'm being original. I'm being what I think I can do with based upon practicing based upon hearing and based upon the knowledge and understanding on what I'm hearing. So it's like, do you want me to play your tune right or you don't? Which one is it? Make up your mind. Y'all want me to flip it a little bit or y'all want me to play the tune exactly what I hear? So if I get it, be happy. Now, don't be ticked off because I might go, and you be like, bruh. I know I laugh when I say this because I'd be like, I might be guilty of sometime I say. I picked this up from Elder Devin Walking, so I'm just using him as an example. I picked this idea. I picked this up and then I come to the organ and be like, I'm sure Elder D Watkins is gonna be like, bro, that ain't what I played. Like, what did you even, where did you even hear that at? Like, that ain't what I played, bro. You need to go back and practice what you hear, cause that is not what I played. I'm over here talking about, man, y'all, I picked this up from Elder D. Watkins, Pastor Elder D. Watkins, by the way, respectfully. And I'm over here talking about, man, this is what I picked up from the homie here. That ain't not what he played. Nothing what he played. He didn't do all that. He just went straight to the... That's what he played. So for my musician buddies out there, friends and fellow friends out there, like, if you say you picking up an idea from a musician, make sure you play it right the first time. What you do with it afterwards, dress it up, flip it, twist it, do whatever you want to do differently that maybe they didn't think of at the moment. That's fine, because now I can flip this up. Now I can do what I want to do afterwards. Because now I can say, okay, yes, originally, this is what I heard, this is what I picked up from Elder Devin Watkins, right? But now that's my take. Now my new take is, that's my new take over it, alright? I want to change it up a little bit so I don't have to 100% sound exactly what he did, but I'm near it, you know. I'm not 100% doing what I heard at the beginning, all right? And that's my point, is if you hear it, they say, if you can hear it, you can play it. If you can hear it, you can play it. I have the notion if you understand what you were hearing, then you can play it, because now you have an understanding on major 7 voicings. In my book, y'all, all day we can go to the chapters all day, and if I hear the voices, I'm like, okay, hold on, I heard the B flat, blah, 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 and I don't even have to know what key we in. Actually, to be honest with you, I can care less what key we in. Is can I hear the chord or the note, whether it's on the bottom or the top? And that's what I'm doing. Top to bottom or bottom to top. So I'm going bottom to top. And sometimes I go from top to bottom, depending on how I might interpret that. And every chord I play, y'all, is in the book. That's the cold thing about it. E flat chapter 2. A A flat major 7, chapter 5. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, and then that third inversion. And this is where you hear the other part. Oh. I'm like, what? Now, had I not practiced my major voicing, C major, D flat, sorry, D flat, D, my triads. Okay, and of course, make sure you do your inversion. Root position. Root position, first verse, second verse. Right? D flat, root position, first verse, second verse. I have to get this in my head or in my ear. Right? E flat next. Inversion. Right? Now, what I also learned is this real quick. And I say this a lot to myself. Okay, hold on. I got an organ. I have no idea what the drawbar settings are, so I have to guess. If the drawbar is on the with the 2 whites out, or we playing with the browns out, I have to guess because I have no idea where the organ player is, how he's doing this. Honestly, I really don't. I can't tell you because I don't really know. I don't know if the organ had his voicings with the 2 white drawbars, but my ears is just saying, maybe it is. Now, I can't say whether it's the brown one and the white one. That means now I have to bring my hand up here. That sounds a little bit more richer and more heavier. Y'all notice the difference? It's a little heavier. Same chord. Or was it down here and you played it much mellow? Or is it the same? Think about it, y'all. Did y'all notice it was the same? Did y'all notice? And I said, now I really don't know. I can tell y'all the truth. I have no idea where he placed his hands on the organ. I'm only assuming from what I'm hearing, sort of, that maybe he did that. Maybe, I don't know. So I don't know if he did it down here and did it, or whether he did it up here. Either way, it still sounded good, right? I don't know. I was there when I did the recording, but I wasn't paying attention to the drawbar settings at the time. So my take is, I'm gonna do it down here, and try my best to get close to what I believe that I'm hearing, which is being applied. Okay. And then we went to the other chord. And remember, I said that major 7 voice, root position, first inversion, second inversion, third inversion, back to root, first inversion, second inversion. I'm getting this in my ear. Third inversion, back to root. Oh, whether I switch the drawbar settings and do it up here and do it. And so forth and so on, right? So I have to sit here and guess. That's a possibility is where his hands might have been on the keyboard. Alright. So with that being said, that is half my battle right there. Where is it that he had his hands on the keyboard? I don't know. I can't say. But one thing I can say, I understood my major chords, minor chords, and all 12 keys. Meaning, every chord I'm talking about is in my very first book for my beginner musicians out there, or intermediate level, wherever you at in the world in your situation. I placed these chords in the book on purpose because I'm thinking like, man, where is he might be voicing his chords on the organ or the keyboard? That's the half the battle. Is my battle. For me, and for most of us, we all have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of us. 5 fingers. One hand, left. Same thing with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's half my battle. Now figuring out, I don't have wide hands, but I use that terminology that Cassandra, I believe it was Cassandra O'Neill, or it was also Trinity, one of them, but both mentioned that if I don't have wide hands or big hands or whatever you want to call it, I'm gonna have to improvise. But in this case, maybe I don't. I might not have to. I might be able to do this whole one song from start to its finish, and I might be able to play every chord, for note for note. Who knows? All right. But the one thing I do know is we got 51 keys, and they keep repeating. Now that's something Cindy Tabble would say. The organ and the keyboards have the same notes, but you just repeating the same notes. C, D flat, D, or E flat, E. Alright? All the 12 keys, and they're gonna keep repeating themselves. The difference is now playing around with the drawbar settings and setting it up to a certain sound that you want to sound like. Alright, that's pretty much. But knowing that you got 51 keys, then now that let me know, okay, that's half my battle now. Now my other battle is learning my scales and my chords. Right? The number system was nowhere in the picture at the moment until everybody starts saying, hey, learn the number system, because this might help you remember your chord voicing or chord movements. And don't get me wrong, when I'm playing, I'm not sitting here talking about, we're going to the 5. And now we headed to the 1, headed to the 3, while I'm playing on the 4. 4 up to the 5, 5.5 to the 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1 to the 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5 to the 6, 7, 1, 1, 3, 4. I'm not thinking of that. When I'm playing, no, far from that. Believe me, I'm not thinking numbers. But I do know my number system. That's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Alright, and then the key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And every key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Because I had to I went back and started practicing my scales in all 12 keys. And then start trying to identify what kind of chord can I put on a 1, or what kind of chord can I put on a 2? And I found out that it's more than one chord that you could put on a 1. What? I used to demonstrate this all the time. I'm gonna go back to it now. Here we go, since we on it. You're gonna do a major move on a 1, minor move on a 1. And let me say this, y'all. Every note is the 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and all 12 keys. So you can put different chords on a 1. You can go major, minor, all the way to the major 7 with the sharp 5, the minor 7, dominant chord, major 7 sus 2. Now I'll give y'all my secret behind the madness on how I'm picking this up. A sus 4, 7 sus 4 chord, and then a tritone. Okay, I gave y'all the secret to the madness. I gave y'all the secret to the madness in the book. And this is how I'm able to pick this up, y'all. Now, the Nashville system came into play later on. I didn't start learning that until 2019, I want to give it take. 2018 or 2019 is when people started telling me, man, you need to learn your number system. So by 2020 when COVID came, when everything was shut down, I spent the time going over this process. Oh, okay, you know, the 5 is this, and the 4 is this, and the 3 is this, and the 2 is this, and the 3 is this. Basically, the 1 is the major, the 4 is the major, the 5 is the major, the 2 is the minor, the 3 is the minor, and the 6 is the minor, and the 7 is the diminished. And I spent time doing that foolishness, I called it back then, which I thought was ridiculous that you had to go through all this process. But one thing I did find out was it was, honey, come here. Can I get a witness? So yeah, y'all probably said, how do you find that key just that quick? When I heard my wife say, honey, come here. Over a period of time, you practice, right? Now, here's here's what people might say. Well, you might have perfect pitch. I say I don't have perfect pitch, and maybe I do have it, and I'm saying I don't have it, but I don't realize I actually really have perfect pitch. But my idea is knowing my vocal tone is C. So when I heard her voice, my ears went kind of quick actually, but that's because over the time process from 2020 moving forward, I developed the ear of okay, C, D flat, D, E flat, and that's why I was like, oh, honey, come here, because I understood my vocal tone is C. Now her vocal tone technically is B. That's why I was funny. I was like, okay, she's gonna talk her vocal tone is B. When she's talking to me, she's in B, y'all. All right, but so does that mean I have perfect pitch? Not necessarily, no. But it just suggests that I have a understanding, somewhat, not on everything, but just somewhat. The idea, I use that word, the idea, but I have somewhat of the understanding, and I break this down into little sections in past videos, but I dumped those videos, so we're on a new video. But the way I explain it for myself to get this is I got 5 fingers on each hand for the most part, left and right, and there's 31 keys on this keyboard, on the organ, by the way, not keyboard, but on the organ. And so what I decided was, okay, the notes, like Sammy Town will say, they repeat C, D, D flat, D, E flat, E, and F sharp or G flat, G, A flat, or G sharp, depending on the key signature you say you in, and A, B flat, or A sharp, and B, and then it just repeats itself. But just you just in the octave notes, in the octave note repeating the same thing, all the way till I get to the last note. Beauty about the organ, it starts on the C and it ends on the C. Start on the C, y'all, end on the C on the D3 hand on the organ, right? So now I got that down. So then I separate the keys to try to figure out where is the organ player or the keyboard voicing their hand, the chords, or where their hands potentially might be setting at on that note, whether it's a high note, low note, in between, or whatever. And that's all I'm doing really, is like, okay. So I got 12 notes here. I'm gonna call this my low range, the low. Got it? The low range. Those 12 notes is my low range. Okay. My next range is, I'm gonna call it the low range. And that all depends on how I'm setting up the drawbars. Once again, it doesn't matter whether I pull out all the drawbars or whatever. At the end of the day, this is gonna be my low range of 12 keys on here, 12 notes. All right, so now y'all get it? Okay, cool. Now the challenging part is how the drawbars were set when the organ player is doing what he or she is doing. That part. Then we got the next set of 12. I call this the low range. The low range. The low range. Now remember, I told you we got 2 hands. 2 hands, right? 5 fingers and 2 hands. So I have to figure out, where is he and how in the world, I'm gonna sound like Corey Taylor would say, and how in the world, how in the world, now how in the world is he doing or she doing her chords that way? And I had to say, I gotta figure this out. 5 fingers. I gotta figure out how they voiced it or played it or whatever, right? So now we have the next set of 12. Now I'm gonna call this the low range, the low range, and now I'm gonna call this area the mid range. Okay. And now my next 12 notes going up, I'm gonna call it the high range. And again, it doesn't matter how I set up my drawbars. At the end of the day, we got the low range, the low range, and the mid range, and now we got the high range. And then we have the last set of 12 notes. And I'm gonna call that the highest range. So we have the low range, mid range, high range, and the highest range. So you hear somebody screaming on the organ, doing what they doing, you already know where they at. The highest range. Or they could be in between the two areas, the highest range and the higher range. Alright, so that says to me, okay, he or she is voicing their chord movements in between the high range and the highest range. Oh, cool. Or he or she could be playing their chords in the mid range and the high range. And if they can reach all the way to the highest range, you guys are serious big hands for sure. Alright. Now. Or is the musician playing his voice in the mid range and maybe a piece of the high range in the low range? Or is the musician playing his voices of chords in the mid range and the low range and the low range? I never thought about it like that until I sat here and watched my hands play the voices of chords. Give you an example. So, what if I told you that I'm going to play low range and mid range together? Because that's where I'm at. Low range, mid range voicing. Now, if I can spread my hands a little further out and get to the high range, low range, and the mid range, that would be interesting. Let's try it. There's that high range. Right? There's my mid range. My mid range. Now I'm in the low range. And that's where I'm voicing chords at. Oh! So the musicians playing voices in that high range, right? In the mid range, in the low range, I know where he at or she at. The musician is voicing a chord in the mid range, the low range, and the low range. What? I know where you at. I'm supposed to know where you're at. I told you half the battle is knowing there's 12 keys: low range, mid range, high range, and the highest range. So, where is this musician starting the voicing at? Or where is he ranging? Mid range, low range. Oh, and it took me right to where I needed to be because I heard and my hands is gonna fall to the chord every time. Well, it's supposed to fall to the chord every time. Same spot. Mid range, low range. That was, if I had a buzzer, you know, that little red buzzer, pow, that was easy. Now, the other part of the knowledge is, I said earlier, the lack of knowledge, you gotta know major move, minor move, augmented move, diminished 7, dominant chord, if you wanna call it that. Major 7, sus2, sus4, 7 sus4 chord, and the tritone. I put the secret to the madness into my very first book, which is chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and number 8. And this is how I'm pulling this off. What was he range? Oh, mid range, low range. Because I understood chords, right? Rubens is the first verse, the second verse, third verse. That's why I said, oh, and he just rolled it in. Oh, now we're doing B flat. What's B flat? Low range, mid range. What? It didn't necessarily mean that I have perfect pitch, y'all. I just knew that, okay, we're pitching a certain note in a certain location. It would have been different if you, that's not what I'm hearing. I don't hear it up here. I don't hear it but down here. That started to really make sense to me. And then from there, y'all, I ran with this. The blood. Now where we at? Mid range and low range. One note. So now here we're going to the one. Three. I already know where we at. In the same spot, y'all. And it doesn't mean I need to know what the chord is per se, because my fingers is going to hear that and know where I'm at. A low range, mid range, and low range. I don't have to know what the chord is technically at all, but it's good to know the chords, because without chords you can't do what I'm doing, right? E flat, A flat major 7 voicing. A flat major 7 third inversion. B flat root. E flat. What? You can play E flat root, or I can tell you we can do E flat add 2. Now that means all I'm doing was taking the chapter number 5 and playing the 7/4 voicings. I just told y'all, major, minor. Oh, this is how I'm pulling this off, y'all. What? 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 Transposing. What? And I know it's E flat. So we have E flat add 2, but technically I'm playing the 7/4 chord, F 7/4 voicing, but using the E flat, of course. Which means now it's just really E flat add 2. E flat. Guess what? We're going to the 3. 1, 2, 3. It's E flat major again. E flat major chord again. E flat add 2, by the way. What? I hear where the voicing's at, y'all, because it's A flat, right? Mixed with a C sharp, C minor. I just said y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. No, I'm just saying, y'all crazy if you don't get the book, y'all. I promise y'all. This is how I'm doing it. C major. That must be a minor inversion. Is it going the other way? There it is. And we just take off one topic now, because it's A flat mixed with the C minor chord. So it's still an A flat major 7 voicing, which I literally just played. There it is. A flat major 7 voicing. Now if I wanted to dress it and give it what we call flavor, technically I can use the sus voicing and dress this song up in my own way. And the secret sauce go. But that's not what he played. But again, I can tweak the song and flip it a different way. Like, remember I said? I'll keep some of the integrity. Alright, so now we're on the 4. Share for me. And now you go to share for me. F minor voicing. Or we can actually go A flat for me, because they're clearing the voicing. So I probably would just go for A flat or A flat sus2. Share for me. And because they're carrying that voice. Share for me. All about for me. So I don't have to necessarily carry what we call the A flat major 6. A flat major 6. Because they're carrying that voicing. So I can omit that F at the top and just go ahead and play A flat. C, A flat. And matter of fact, we can say A flat add 2 on the right hand. But this is a B flat minor because we're on the in the key of E flat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B flat minor 7, I believe it is 7, 11. I was gonna say B flat minor 9, but see now that will change the voicing, you know. matter of fact, actually, we can get away with the B flat minor 9/11 because I'm doing the B flat minor 9/11. It's like you playing the 5 voicing in the A flat. But we're doing it now on B flat, which is E flat key on the 5. Oh, for me. Oh, this is technically on the 5. This is technically on the 5, but he just didn't play the bass line. And then, oh, this is really on the 5. It's also on the 5, but he came off the bass line. Now we're going to the 1. 3. Listen, y'all, I explained these chords 1,000 times in other videos, but I'm going right back to telling y'all it's the same chord that we had already played, the 7 sus4 voicing, E flat, and we're just doing the B flat sus4. We have the E flat sus2 and the F7 sus4 voicing. 3 chords right there. 1, 2, 3. And that's what I'm doing in the left hand. In the left hand. A flat major 7 for me. B flat minor 9, 11. Alright. Alright, here we go to the next chord. And then we're going to B diminished 7. So now we're going 5 up. And then we're going down to the C minor 9, 11. So now without the bass line, it's E flat major 9. If I hit the C and twang it, I'm doing. I'm playing the E flat major 9, 13, which is in my book. This is where I said, maybe I didn't say it or I was alluding to it, that every movement that I did from chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, I turned those chord movements over to chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 to give y'all the dope chords that I'm using from that chapter 2 all the way to chapter 8. What? Yeah. And this is how I was creating these chords. And then of course I took it to a much more of a next level and doing the same idea and put it in also in chapter number, in my second book, which is edition number 2, edition number 1 and 2. And now I'm coming with the third book, which is the dope, some more of these dope chords, relevant chords that I hear people are doing. And I'm like, man, okay, this is about it was complicated at first, in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, in the beginning it's complicated. So 6, 5, 4, 3, back to that same chord. Okay, alright. And then you go up to 4. Using that same idea. Now you can use the C minor voicing or the A flat or both of them and use this such voicing. What? 1 to 4 now, right? And then we're playing the A flat major 9, or actually A flat major 7, right? All right, now we say 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we got the 13. A flat, 13, 9, 13. Right? Those chords in the book, y'all. That's the craziest thing, right? For me. Back to the same move. For me. Now, if you want to go ahead and put the F there, for me, that's okay too. Still minor chord, right? B flat minor 7, 11, or 9, 11, 9, 11. So now we're moving to like the 5 up. What's happening? Y'all heard me do this a lot. Alright, that is that diminished 11 with the flat 5. I actually might be dropping another voice in the chord with the sharp 11 voicing. You playing the diminished, actually D diminished 7 voicing, but because we going on B, so that makes you play the B diminished, the B diminished major, or actually let's go this route. I usually use the word D diminished 11 D diminished 7 with a flat 11. We find out, I believe, I forget what chapter it falls under. Now I may add another note to the voicing because I might do the 13 in there. Yeah, take it to a whole next level. So let me see what chapter that one is in. Chapter 10. Chapter 10 is when I dropped the diminished 7 with the 11 with the flat 13. I'm also probably adding another note to the movement to make it an even extra fat. But yeah, so this is your diminished 11, diminished 7, 11, flat 13. Flat 13. As a matter of fact, it's funny that I did this actually because you can change the bass line and play the same chord B flat over B flat. Okay, y'all catch that. You could actually turn this into a diminished major 7 with sharp 5, as well as the diminished 7 with the major 9 sharp 5. And matter of fact, I actually dropped that over here in the new book. So when you hear this chord, you already know. Okay, I know. Okay. But get the book, y'all, so you can get it. And that's how I'm pulling this up. Chord wise, right? I can care less. When I say this, let me say it right. It's not that I want to learn the song and play the song verbatim. It's me grabbing chords and I call it takeaway. So takeaway where I can say, okay, I might want to do a song somewhere, and I might just grab these chords. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. Every one of these chords I'm playing is in the book. I love you, Lord. I love you, ba-da-da. I love you, ba-da-da. Today. I told y'all new chord. What? Minor 11 flat 5 in the book, y'all. Major 9 or minor 9 11. I mean, like, 13 sub. 13 sus. B flat 13 sharp 11. B flat. Hold on. This is also could be a B flat 13. I forgot the name of what I call it. B flat 13. We're going right to it. I'm telling y'all. Because I'm doing the B flat voicing. So this will fall in the chapter. Oop, did I pass it up? Let me see, I think I just passed it up. We got the 13 sus voicing that I told you earlier. Chapter 23, and then where's my other crazy chord I do? So we had the diminished major 9, as I mentioned it earlier with the sharp 5, which I was doing also. And then The other chord, let's see, let me go back to the other one that y'all heard me doing, the 913. I got the 913 in a few different routes actually. Where's that other one I was trying to tell y'all? That's chapter 18, 9, diminished major 9 with the sharp 5. I'm trying to find my other one. Is it in the other book? Or I thought, oh, here it is. In the diminished major 7 voicing. And that's this one. Now, this, y'all can get the book, because I ain't gonna tell you all the chords, but, let's see, where was the one I wanted to grab? It was the one with the B flat, I think. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Yeah. So yeah, so we could play that diminished major 7 voicing, and then the other one I was about to try to tell y'all about. What chapter does that one fall under? Is it in that book? Hold on. I'm trying to see. What one did that one fall under? I forgot. Just that quick. I gotta study my own book to figure out which one I'm looking for. I believe it was the major 13 with a flat 9, sharp 11. Right. This one. And then we also have what we call the 713 off 5. Now that all depends on, there it is. Then when we go to the bass line, we can have the B flat 7, 13. They call it the 713 off 5. Y'all notice it? Yeah, I can go to any one of these voices and go to the G voicing, or to the G minor voicing, or the diminished voicing. They almost similarly sound the same. Only reason because of that is because the tritones and the thirds, the major third voices and stuff. So what? Yes, your boy truly written this stuff on purpose because I said, you know what? These are the stuff people be like playing. Sus4, sus2, I told you, and the 7 sus4 voicing. All these voices. But now we're going to this next chord. Another minor 9/11 voicing, because there's more than one voicings to play. We're going to 6 now. And all I'm gonna do is move one finger over, off actually, one note off, and play the same chord. Oh, actually, hold up. And go to B flat. Now I'm mixing the B flat with the G minor voicing. The B flat. So 6 and 7. And guess what, y'all? I'm going to play that same voicing on the chord and go to the 1. The Lamb of God is crucified. 7. And now all I'm going to do is move the same note and move that. And all my sin, I think that's what you're about to say. And I'm like, oh snap, it was not as hard as I thought it was going to be because of understanding. Should I give y'all the secret to what I'm trying to do or tell y'all? I guess I'll go ahead and do it. A flat is related to C minor, and then you start transposing this, y'all. A flat is related to C minor. C minor is related to who? E flat. E flat is related to who? G minor. G minor is related to B flat. So if you hear the and then we got D minor. And then moving from there, you got F. And then you have your sus 2, sus 4, and your 7/4 voice. Okay, I gave y'all a little secret to the madness. Transpose that, right? Then you're gonna start hearing these voices over and over, and it's like, what? So now I kind of got a bit of the concept on the little secret behind the madness. So now when I play the chords, I'm like, oh, crucify. All right, the next chord is, and all my sins down. He went from E flat up top over a B flat chord, and then that tritone, and then he using the 7/4 voicing again. It's the same key scenario. I keep repeating myself. As I said earlier, E flat is related to B flat sus4, E flat sus2, B flat sus4, F7 sus4 voicing. So if I said F sus4, B flat sus2, and C7 sus4 voicing, there's 3 chords right there. Y'all gonna make me go home, man. I'm about to go home. Let me pack this stuff up and go home. Cause I was like, what? Yes. I don't have to have perfect pitch, but the point is, I keep playing these chords over again. On the organ. Remember I told you, it's about the range. Where are we ranging? What's the majority of voicing or sound I'm hearing that is played in a certain spot? Y'all gonna make me do this. So I said if I had a red marker and I don't have one, I'll draw a round circle and I'll call it the bullseye. That's what I'm gonna call it, the bullseye. Round circle and put an X here. Poof. Where is the organ player majority playing his or her chords at? Anybody know? Where are they ranging the voicings? If y'all hear me play this for maybe, I don't know how many minutes, but I got 36 seconds into this thing and I was trying to make it to 55. But where do you actually hear the chords are being arranged at? I haven't really played down here in the low range, but for sure in the low range and so far in the mid range. That's where I'm playing at. Okay, I gave y'all too much information. That's what's going on. Right here in the middle, I call it the bullseye. If I was able to have a red marker, and then I used to do this to challenge myself. Okay, hold on, my boy. Okay, we know this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we're gonna arrange voicings, of course, let me put it right here at the B, and then we already know about the 12 here, and we know about the 12 here. Just for the sake of argument, we might go past into what we call the high range, just hypothetically. So I'm gonna put the pin right here at the F, and hopefully I can. Hopefully, when I said the word hopefully, I'm knowing that we're gonna be able to play chords in the low range, mid range, and maybe a piece of the high range, depending on the chord. So most of the chords I'm playing staying inside, and I'm gonna call it inside. Okay, now this is probably the only time I might go outside. And now I'm playing the one note on the low. Not that I had to, because I can do it in the bass line. See that? Inside now. Inside. Uh-oh, I think I might have to go outside now. Okay, now. Let's be fair. Let me be fair. So I had to go outside that range. So I'm going to put the pencil right there. But I still have what I call my bullseye. Alright, where at? If I do anything up past this F, and this F here. If we voicing chords in the middle, I call it the middle, in the center of the keyboard. And that makes you I don't know. Do I want to say this word? I really don't really say it, but I'm gonna say it probably. That's gonna make you sound professional. It's gonna make you sound professional. Maybe I might should use a different word, but it's gonna make it sound like you know what you're doing. And your drawbar settings matters, right? And even if I change my drawbar, you can give it brighter. That makes me disciplined. Oh, no. I'm disciplining myself. Stand inside. Inside the bullseye. Woo. Woo, inside. Bum, bum. Inside. Woo. Inside. 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 I'm still inside, y'all. What was it? I'm inside the bullseye. Alright, now I understand where the organ player or the keyboard is ranging their chords. Yeah, that mid range of that low range and the mid range. Alright, it doesn't matter if I change the drawbar set. Now I know where he at or she at. That's the secret to the madness. I don't know the words to it. And that's where we last left off at. I'm at 36 seconds into this. So he going to the 3. He bled 3 up to the 4. And I'm going to the 4. Not 2, 4, my bad. 2, 4, 5. So he's going 1, 3, he bled and died. 4 and 2. He snapped at the 2 to the 5. Alright, and back to the 5 chord. Alright, which is I was gonna say the 13 voicing, but this because we're going to the alright, so there. So you do a couple chords there. Precious. See? Is that's all on the fly line. And then to the 1. That was a lot to remember. Because I understood where we at now. Discipline, right? 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, 5, 1. Alright, so 1. Alright, I'm at 46 seconds. So I'm 6 up, 6, 2.5, 2. Alright, 49 seconds. And right back to the same chord from earlier. 50 seconds there. Number system, y'all, was basically all we did was where we at? I forgot what I was doing. My brain went to sleep for 2 seconds. Let's see what we're gonna do. So 6, 7, 1, 1. He just went down to the lower bass line. 3, 4, 2, 1. I'm taking 2, 5, 5, 5, 5, 1. Walk walking it down to the 6.5, to the 6, 2.5, 2, 5, same chord from earlier. So you're going. This is crazy because you're using G chord, and when you do and this is on the 1 in E flat. It's a G chord. Alright, so he's doing that. Okay, y'all made it to my 55-second mark. Right, and this is the way you can upgrade your plan. I guess I could say it that way, or advance your plan by listening to other musicians and trying to pick up what they're actually playing. I'm actually using a book to do it chord-wise because I understand major 7 voicings and the secret sauce behind the madness is what I'm using. And tritones, I said that earlier, right? So when I listen to the song, first of all, I'm thinking, okay, hold on, we're going to major, then 7, okay, all right, that turns that into a 13 sus voicing chord, right? Now I already told you what the other voicing is because we're on the 5, and then we're going to E flat 1, E flat add 2, by the way. Then we go to 3, we're using the same chord, but I'm just refiguring because the one I'm using the sus 2, sus 4, and the 7 sus 4 voicing, but it makes me play an E flat add 2 still on the 3. Then we're going to the 4, makes me play the A flat major 7 voicing, and then I can play the 13 of minor 9 voicing. Diminish up, diminish 7. Keep saying diminish up, but diminish 7. C minor 9, 11, bum, bum, and then he just do boom, 6, 5, 4, 3. Y'all heard boom. If it, for those from way back in the day doing my ear, y'all know that groove. So he's just holding that chord as he's walking back, until you get back to the same chord that we played earlier. Now you can say that this chord is E flat add 2. You can also call it the G minor 7/11 voicing. Because it depends on which one of those notes I'm gonna do when I get to that chord. But it's E flat add 2, but G minor 7/11. And I already told you that what that chord is. Whatever the word. Forgot to go last chord. And this is the same chord I played earlier. I'm just using one hand to do the voicing. E flat major 9, 13. And I didn't realize that one hand I could play that same chord. So E flat major 9 and 13. Actually, I'm sorry. E flat major 9. Okay, now I told you if I throw that voice in there, the C there, then I'm doing the 13. So now I'm gonna put both hands together and do it now. And that's when you go boom, boom. F sharp, and then F, and then we go back to this chord that we played, the second chord from earlier, and then you take you to the G chord, going to the 1, and then the 3, same chord movement from earlier, but you just double up major 7 voicing. Alright, that's going to the 4. Now he switched up. Now I'm not sure if he's doing or if he's I think he's doing I would probably do the step up. I guess half step of minor chord. I told you it's all related. Now this time we're going minor. Earlier we used B flat. Now we're going minor. Repeat that same thing. 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. Now that's when we're gonna get you there. Alright. This chord is the major 7 with the flat 5 voicing, but we're going to E flat and doing the E flat. Actually, yeah, E flat. And that's also in my book too. So he's gonna do this 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1. So he's going but up to the 4. That's kind of how you're gonna do it. So it's like, 6, 5, 4, 3. I call it this and then 3 up. While you're still doing 3 and 3, 1, 3 and 4. Yeah, cause and listen, y'all, I'm still in the middle of the keyboard. Right back to that thing. I'm gonna hold on that same voicing of the chord, go up to the 5. And I will go crucify. Alright? Right back to this thing again. Now, right before you do that, not even a millisecond, I might say like that. 7. So I'm hearing him doing this. As we about to go to the next chord. Right back to this again. 3 and 4, 2, 5. Now you're not gonna repeat that last time, like you're not gonna do that. He's gonna do it differently now this time. So this time he's doing it different, like so now he goes 5, 7 to the 1. So he changed it up that time. Alright, y'all. Let me go eat my dinner. And we'll be back for another video show. Alright, another video show. I don't like to call it show, but y'all know what I mean. We'll be back for another video. Organ number 3. I guess I'm gonna call it organ number 3. But this is how I would do to come up in my game a plan. But of course, y'all, I have a stack of stuff that I'm actually supposed to be working on along with. Well, as a matter of fact, this is part of my project. Actually, I'm actually doing this off the top of my head at this point. I know I have that tune somewhere transcribed in this shuffle of madness. Let me see. I know it's in here somewhere. Let me see. Where is it actually? It's buried in here somewhere. And I'm going between the organ and the keyboard stuff, so I know it's buried in here. It's buried in here somewhere. Little project that I try to put myself through, and let me pull it out. Let's get it in front of me. Here it is, right here. And so far, I've already finished this whole first chapter. I call it part 1. Part 1, A and B. done. Part 1 A and B completed. Completed. All right, so then I'll go to the next next key, right? So I put that there, and then my next time around, I'll go to the next key. Okay. That's how we step up our game. Right, and then when I'm finished with this whole song, I'm gonna start up something else. Whatever it is, I'm gonna start up some stuff. I always have a saying, if you don't start, it won't become. Anyway, so whatever the next move, once I'm finished learning this whole entire tune in all 4 keys, then I'll move to the next phase, to whatever it is I'm gonna decide to do. I haven't decided yet. But whatever I pull from my shuffle, that's what I'm gonna do. And the same scenario over here on the keyboard. Whatever I pull from the shuffle from the keyboard, then I'll do the same thing. Cause actually, I literally found some stuff in this shuffle that ain't even supposed to be over here for the organ. It's supposed to be over there for the keyboard. So let me kind of shuffle it around right quick. Oh, this is organ. Now some of this I can do for organ and or keyboard. So I may take some of this to work and say, okay, before I clock in, or on my break or whatever, let me come out. I usually do it before I start work, so I can have it fresh in my mind. So when I come back home and jump on the organ and or the keyboard, I already got the chord locked in, memorized, played somewhere, and I call that my pre-practice. I do it like a pre-practice. And then once I get to the organ, today I didn't do a pre-practice. Y'all just caught me in the moment of doing an actual practice on this tune. So yeah, y'all busted me on this one. But yeah, y'all caught me doing that today. So where is the ones I said for keyboard? Let me grab that out of this stack of stuff I gotta work on. Let me grab that. Oh, this organ. How did I get the keyboard in here? Somehow I got the keyboard stuff in this stack somewhere. I saw it a minute ago. But again, some of this stuff that I can do on the keyboard, I can also do it on the organ. But I would have to modify it, so to speak. So this is all keys, keyboard. I think all the rest of this is keyboard stuff. Look like, I think, yeah. Yeah, all the rest. This is organ. Organ. Show me them chords, bro. And that's all organ. That's all organ there. All right, cool. So I try to separate it. So whatever I'm gonna do on the keys over there, what I'm gonna drop over here on the organ, this is kind of quite a bit that I need to hurry up and shuffle this in my spirit, in my mind, and get going. So once I get going, it's a wrap. I'm pretty much gonna be back on my A game and with my practice. And I did a video yesterday. Is it important to practice every day? I would say yes, it is important if you got the time to do it. But if you don't have time to do it every single day, even if you miss a day, like I missed a day the other day of not practice because I didn't feel like it. I wasn't in the mood to practice, which I should have, but I didn't. Sometimes I like to, what's that word I want to use? Air my mind out a little bit, because I was working on a song called More Than Anything to work on it on the keyboard and play the song exactly the way the song is supposed to go, verbatim, literally. So now I have to psychologically, that part, clear my mindset, because if I don't, then I will not finish that project. I will just be rambling. Call it rambling around, going from one thing to the other. So trying to discipline myself, and may the force be with me. Good luck with that. What time I tell him we was gonna hook up? I said 5 o'clock, but he popped up at 5 o'clock, but he didn't call me, so maybe he's resting. Cause he'll get me before 5, 8:45, I'm going to sleep. So I can let these quads digress in my spirit. So that's how I do it. So I have to like really like not have a whole bunch of stuff in my mind, cluttered in my brain for me to successfully pull this off. Now, gotta bring that other stuff back because this is what I was doing. The next key is E, so let me just shuffle it somewhere. Alright, so that's my game plan. Finish this song, and then whatever else I pull after this, then I'm gonna work on that, and then and work on all this detail, all this foolishness over here, and then I have it down to the ground. Have it down to the ground. All right, y'all, I'm out. Let me go holler at the wife. I only got about 30 minutes to talk to her. So and eat. So I'll catch y'all later on the next videos. Probably the next videos for some of y'all, depending on which one I usually kind of channel in on YouTube for the most part, and TikTok. So I've been channeling on YouTube and TikTok around about 10:30, 10:40, somewhere in that area, right before I have to do my overnight shift at times. So play by sight 1 and 2, and play by sight number 3 is coming soon. I'm definitely been working on it for the last few days or so. So once I complete that, I'll have that published. Hopefully sometime soon. Sometime soon. So I haven't been 100% diving into it, but I have been working on it for sure. And I think I got up to at least a page, I don't know what page, 15, I think, 16. And in my very first book I said earlier, is about how many chapters I can get done. I have to at least do 80 pages. Yeah, about 80 pages. So I need to successfully get 80 pages knocked down in this next book in order for it to be able to be in the hardcover. If I don't want to do hardcover, then I don't need to have up to 80 pages. So I have to have at least 80 page or more, 80 page roughly by 80 pages in order for me to have the hardcover. So I think I made it to like page 17 or 16, actually, somewhere in that ballpark. Let me see, how do I do that? Let me look. Actually, I can open up my book actually from here. What happened? Oh man, make me download it again. Hopefully I don't have to go through craziness. Let me see. Oh, I see what's going on. Hold on, y'all. Let me I got stuff downloading from my iPhone to the iPad, so that's gonna slow down. Okay, let me delete this. How do you do this? Let's say hold, remove. Hold on, let's see, delete. All right, because that's gonna slow the process down here. Let me see. I don't need this on here. I just realized some of the stuff that's transferring from my iPhone is over here on my iPad, slowing stuff down. Let me see. Let me get rid of this app. These crazy apps. I mean, I won't call them crazy apps, but the apps that I use on my iPhone has found its way over here to my iPad. So that's definitely gonna slow things down over here. Okay, so let me delete that one. Let me see what other app came over here. Delete that one. We already got TikTok over here. So there's point of having me TikTok here. Alright, so it's knocked down TikTok. GPT chat. Do I want to keep that one over here? Yeah. I'll keep it there. Let me get rid of this app here. Yeah, I got one more, I think. Okay, that's it. Is that it? I think that's it. Alright, so let me see. This is gonna help my book open up faster because I got rid of them other apps. Oh no. It's gonna ask me for my passcode. Can I bypass it? Continue with other account. No, let me see. Let me see if it let me bypass it. Code. Oh, cool. I think it's gonna be simple to open this one up. All right. And I forgot how many pages I have. I think I got up to 15 pages, I want to say. So let me open up the book. Open up the book. Got about 20 minutes to spend with the wife and eat something. All right. Let's see. Come on. So my goal is 80 pages, what I already kind of locked in on. So I gotta minus my. I might have to minus my cover, and then I have to minus my copyright page. So that's 2. Minus I think dedication and acknowledgement page. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my tables of contents. And then about me as the author. And then my page starts on 6. Alright. So I think I have to minus the front and the back. I think that's the way they told me. Which is the cover. The front cover and the rear. So that's 2 at least. I think it's 3 pages I have to minus. So that means I have to add 3 more pages. So instead of 80, 83, between 83 and 87 pages. Something like that. I think I had to remember because they told me that. So let me see, I've already completed 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, okay, I did a lot. Okay, I was on the road. 12 so far. All right, so I completed 12 pages already. All right, that's how far I got up to 12 pages. And then I got to make some corrections for 13, 14, 15. And then I'll start the new chords on page 16 moving forward. Oh, I didn't realize I actually put it there. Okay, 17. All right, cool. All right, so pretty much I might end up finishing this. Ooh, I might end up finishing this. Let me see, we're in February. Let me see, March. April. I think I might end up finishing this book in April. Let me see, hold on. Just to be safe, April. I might end up finishing it by or before March and publish my book, this next book in the year of 2026 in March. At the latest, probably April, or at the latest June during the summertime. But you never know. I might end up finishing it before the end of this month. All right, y'all. So let's see. But somewhere on around about probably mid part of April, before the end of April, because we got April, May. Because my first book last year aired, I finished it, and it went live June 2nd. So maybe I should wait around June 2nd this year and publish this book. But no, I might do it before then. Because actually my intention was to get the first book that I did anyways before June 2nd, but I had gotten sick and ill, so I couldn't get it published out because I had took ill in November 2023. That's the reason why my book didn't get published back then, because I had took extremely ill, hospitalized. It was crazy. It was nuggets. So that's the reason why my book didn't come out in 23 and then 2024, because I was in and out of the hospital. So yeah, 25 June the 2nd. That's when my book came out. So I might end up publishing my third book round on that time. I might even do it before that. But my game plan was to do it in March. That's when I thought my book was gonna publish in March. But yeah, yours truly, I got sick. And yeah. Y'all pray for me. Keep me in your prayers that I get continue to recover. I'm still in recovery mode. I'm able to talk and walk and move around and drive and do all this stuff. Shower on myself, take care of myself, brush my teeth, brush my hair. Um, it's crazy how life is when all of a sudden all that is taken away from you for a good moment. And looking back at that, it's like, wow, man, that was, man, people was taking care of me, washing me and cleaning me and brushing my teeth. And I'm like, man, my manhood is out the window. But it's don't take life for granted. That's what I'm saying, because you never know. And I can't say don't get sick because it's inevitable. I tried all that kind of stuff to try not to get sick and still got sick almost unto what we call unto death. But anyways, I guess my neighbor, did he text me again? Guess we're gonna have to hook up tomorrow, baby. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one, and catch y'all on the next videos. If I do one before I go in, before I go clock into work on my overnight shift. If y'all don't see me on that, it's because I'm probably tired. So deuces. Love y'all, and thanks for hanging out with me. And again, to where you can purchase your book over Amazon, and also my website, Bishop Drayster Clark HotCourse.info. Bishop Drayster Clark HotCourse.info. I'm going over there right now. The website will be turned over to me right now. It's hosted by this company, and then the website will be handed over to me sometime this week or next week. So Bishop Drayster Clark HotCourse.info. You can go over there and get your digital download there, as well as it gives you the option to also get the physical copy through Amazon. So either way, either direction you want to go, you can go to my website, Bishop Drayster Clark HotCourse.info. Everything's all close together. Bishop Drayster, Drester, Clark, Clark, Hot, HOT, Chords, CHORDS, all right, .info. It took me a long time to remember that because I was so used to .com, but it's Bishop Drayster Clark HotCourse.info. My next book is gonna have some more of these hot dope chords, off the hook chords. We're gonna have the preaching chords. We have the worship chords. We gonna have CCM chords. My book basically pretty much cover all of that. The preaching chords, the praise breaking chords. We gonna have it's already here in my edition 2, and all those chords is already over here in edition 1. So if you're trying to learn how to play praise and worship chords, you're trying to learn how to play preaching chords, whatever type of chords you're trying to play in your church, I got them already. I'm about to drop the rest of it, or as much as I can, in my next book. I'm probably trying to aim beyond 25 chapters. That's my aim, is to go beyond that. I think my original aim was to get 35 pages in the first book, but that didn't work out that way because, again, I told you I was sick and ill, and then I tried to aim for it again for 35 pages. 35 chapters. 35 chapters. And the second book, because again, I was still ill and sick, in and out the hospital, didn't know if I was gonna be here, all this type of stuff. For sure, I promise you, at least 3 or 4 times, at least 4 or 5 times, at least, that I thought that my ending was in 23 the first time, and then 24 I thought my ending was there, and then 2025, right before Christmas. Yes, right before Christmas, and then even after Christmas, I had to get hospitalized after Christmas was over. So I was able to spend time with my family and stuff like that after Christmas. I thought my ending was then. And then I think they hospitalized me again one more time. Yes, I was hospitalized 5 times, at least 5 already. Sent me to another hospital. And it was crazy. It was this valley fever is no joke. I promise y'all. But anyway, so I thought my ending was a few times. Those several 4 or 5 times, and God said not yet. So pray for me that I'll be able to get these next upcoming books out. I want to do 2, but so far 1 is already in existing. So hopefully I can get the 2026 books again. There's going to be, like I said, preaching chords, praise and worship chords, CCM chords. I'll be calling them CCM chords. Nah, it's whatever kind of chords y'all looking for and can't get it from nobody. I got y'all. All right, let me go because now I got about 15 minutes to spend with the wifey. Yeah, literally 15 minutes. So deuces. I'm out for sure. Now I'm gonna stop talking. Go.